Hey, buddy. Long time no see. How you doing?
Doing fine, doing fine.
You been busy?
Yeah, a little bit. Finishing up this project and another one on campus, so they're keeping me busy around here.
When you got into the construction business after your playing career, did you think this is where it was going to lead you to, heading giant projects inside the university?
Not necessarily. So I've kind of been in construction my whole life, pretty much. My dad owns a construction company in Northern Kentucky, so I've kind of been around it my whole life, and then being able to come in and work for Skanska out of college and everything, I never kind of thought that I'd be, back here doing projects and everything. So it's been awesome.
Did it mean something a little extra?
Yeah, I think it means a little more. You come back to where you spent. I spent 4 great years here and everything. Gave a lot, and the university's done a lot for me in turn, and so it means a little more coming back here and being able to give back to some of the student athletes for future generations.
Zach, can you kind of describe what your role was in helping all of this magic happen?
So it was most of the work was done by myself and another guy named Ken Weston, who's our superintendent, so we kind of were in charge of essentially running the show, making sure everybody's doing stuff on time and good quality work and everything. So,
how happy does it make you to be in here right now? You just had the interaction with John Cunningham, and the media's in here now. The team's going to be in here. How happy does it make you to see it kind of come to life?
I love it because I saw they did some of the videos the other day of the guys seeing the locker room for the first time. And it was really cool just to see them, so elated to see, all the hard work we put in and everything. So it's really cool to be able to see that from them.
How crazy is it? I was in here a couple weeks ago. It didn't look anything like this. The end of the process, when you're putting up the graphics and the hard work has been done, so to speak, and then all the other stuff that goes with it comes to life, and you're like,
yeah. So it's like any project we do. It's like if you only come once a month or every other month or even every other week or every other day, it seems like so much has been done. I see it every single day, so I don't maybe notice it as much. But then some people that only see it every so often, they're kind of like, wow, this is like completely different. It's like, so once you start getting some of the finishes in, the lights are coming on and the sound starts coming together and everything, it really starts looking something. It's awesome.
Is there a part of this locker room that is your favorite, or something that you think pops the most?
The favorite? I love the lights. There's a lot of different control and everything you can do with foam. I mean, so like the giant C-pole that's on the ceiling and everything in the hype tunnel, those can be changed to any color of the rainbow you can imagine. Now they're not going to probably use most of those, but it's there too. So I think that's my favorite part.
Yeah, with the lights, is there anything cool in here? Like, can it look like a Raven here after a win? The lights are changing, music is going.
Yeah, they can do it when they can turn off. We have it all sectioned out, so they can turn off part of the lights, or they can just turn off these main linears above us and cans above us and everything, and just have like the illuminated graphics and stuff going on, or you can do any combination of it all. So there's a lot of variety that they can do.
What was the most difficult aspect of this place to pull off?
Probably just with it being a renovation. With any renovation, you don't always necessarily know what you're going to get into. So there's a lot of duct work and piping and everything going through the ceiling in here. So making the new duct work and the new plumbing and everything work with the ceiling and what we have, I think that was the most difficult part. I think that's what Ken spent most of his time on, was coordinating all that. So.
How's the sound system?
It's good. They were just working on it before you all walked in, so I think they're putting the finishing touches on it all.
Is there like an aux cord, or who gets control?
I don't know if there's going to be an aux cord or not. I don't know if they'll let people have control necessarily. They could, but it'll be sunk up. We're actually waiting on a piece right now that they'll be able to sync up the lights and the sound and everything together. So after a big win or whatever, they start playing music and they can have the lights going in tune with the music and everything too. So it'll be really neat.
John talked about your kind of suggestions in that sense. How much did they lean on maybe not your construction expertise, but your former athlete expertise?
Not too much. I mean, for the most part, once Skanska, once we get in play, involved in everything. I mean, most of the design is pretty much done. We had a little bit of input, you know, when we did the locker mock-ups and everything, just being able to, we built, you know, 2 mock-up lockers, and we're able to, you know, sit down, touch them, feel them, you know, for, you know, seeing what the guys would want to, you know, like and have out of them and everything, so.
Was there any point you ever made the Tobler face when something got done around here?
I never made it, I don't think, but it was definitely sent around via text message a few times, for sure.
You walk in here from before this renovation started to what it looks like now. Could you just walk us through what it's like now that it's completed and how your interactions are being that former player here?
It's totally different, you know, walking into what it is now. The old locker room was actually a lot similar to the old men's basketball locker room before we did the Fifth Third Arena renovations. If any of you saw that beforehand, you would know it was just, it was older, it was, you know, a little bit outdated, being 15 years old or so. So just the way it's, you know, I think John Cunningham used, you know, the word, it brightens it up and it lightens it up and everything. I mean, that's just that's what they were going for, and I think they achieved that. So.
How important was it for you to oversee this project and not maybe some other company?
It's important to me. You know, I see, you know, anything, not necessarily just with the university as well, but especially athletics. I think it's super important to me to be able to, you know, I've been in the student athlete's shoes, so I know what they're going through. I know everything too. So I wanted to, you know, I like to be able to give back to them in any way I can. Maybe it's not as much monetary right now, but time and everything. So I think it was really cool for me to be able to, you know, try to give back a little bit to them at least. So.
Did you ever find yourself on your lunch break sneaking down to the practice gym, see what Wes is doing?
Every once in a while, I go see Mike a few times. Mike Reifelt, for those of you that don't know, he's my guy. But I go down and visit him every once in a while. I visit some of the equipment guys, you know, for my day and everything. So it's cool to be able to, you know, see them and, you know, get back with them and everything. So
They didn't give you the call for TBT?
No, my playing days are a little over. I mean, I still play every once in a while, but I can't go up and down like I used to.
Thanks, Tobes.